targets. Counting on you, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Target extracted. Now extract the remaining target.
Help me! You know, I was asked to show up. Dangerous. Enemy presence detected. The map has been
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation. Great work. Now exfiltrate.
exfiltrated.
You can't let them follow you. Throw off the enemies on your tail first. What? You're going back?
Exfiltrated.
You can't let them follow you. Throw off the enemies on your tail first.
Caution, rain approaching.
You're going back.
exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, we placed the 2 targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngumba. They examined the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English wasn't one of them.
Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
What's the matter?
Stop this! Now!
What the fuck, you freak?
Give me a hand!
Hold her still. Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tight security on her cell. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Boss, about Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Boss!
Please select a mission. Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Give us a development order, boss.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
This is Pequod. On
Unit
station at
dispatched.
LZ.
Please
Gaining altitude.
specify project. Development complete. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Your mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Please specify project. The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
faces so we can ID the targets. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Prisoner has died. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, that's the General's brother. His number 2. Get him out of there, boss. A group of child soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy
Boss,
presence.
another child soldier has entered the village.
Updated.
Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Nde ketinge we kutulaka mono na nima me kwenda
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
kafa mono muke mpangi ya general.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
General ya Bakala Kilumbu Mosi Tata ya Bankaka na Mono.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Bantu ya Buta ya mbele ketinkaka Mosi beto nyonso ke bampangi atampidina ya ikentango ya kubutuka diaka ni mabe nenga kekilo kutampasa kulambi nambi kekilo
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
outside the mission area.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nice work.
Enemy presence detected. Clouds approaching.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. A support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone.
Traded
No
hot
sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nice work. All right. Mission complete, boss. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list.
closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop.
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this Fast. We're counting on you. Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
The target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route, find the man.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker place. Caution. Rain approaching. Enemy presence detected. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You made it to the Ditati abandoned village.
Analysis.
That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Usadisu!
Talk.
The map has been updated.
Ina mitoni ko isagulaka zana kulunguka
Boss, that prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help? Picked up an intel file. According to this information, the target is headed for Gaziba camp. We also have his movement route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gaziba camp. Take him down on the savannah.
Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker removed. Analysis complete. presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
That's the target.
Complete.
Eliminate him, however you see fit.
The map has been updated.
Target confirmed dead. Your objective's complete.
Mission
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Enemy presence detected. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Yes, mission complete.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Development complete. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. The problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's our only link to the root cause of the epidemic.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ek het gehoor, Big Boss het hier op die grens opgedag.
Jy's nie ernstig nie. Ek bedoel, ek hoor die groot baas is terug in besigheid.
Glo my, ek het nog goeie gesag. En blykbaar is dit ook Big Boss vir die ontploffing by Mfina Olifant veroorsaak het.
Hoekom sal hy 'n brandstoftank opblaas?
Dis nie voor die hand liggend nie. Hy haat die CIA vir die moord op sy manne. En nou is die sakebaan. Die aanvalsbevel op sy basis gegee hierdie avond.
Wat het dit te doen met Mfinda?
Moet ek weet. Dis onmoontlik om die tred te hou met al die bande tussen die huursoldate en die militante magte. As die Lucky aan ons kant is, ons uiteindelik teen hom gekontrakteer word.
Dis nie 'n vertroostende gedagte nie.
Soos ek gesê het. Wees wakker.
Oh, kak.
Ek sien julle.
Ja. Okay.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target. Did he escape on his own? The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast.
The map has been updated.
Boss, did you see that explosion? There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle. That'll bring the enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger. Get to the scene of the crash.
Je moet binnen gaan kijken. Volg mij.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching. Caution, rain approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Where's the target? Has to be around there somewhere. That's the target. He's still breathing. That's fine. I'll send the chopper. Get the target to the RV.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
safe. Time to figure out what the hell is behind this epidemic.
The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Boss. Boss, the intel team member you extracted was DOA. He kept insisting we listen, right up until his last breath, about the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code Talker. He even told us where he is. Boss, let's make sure his death was the last. It's high time we met this Code Talker.
Mission
Boss,
list updated.
you need to make contact with Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.